Sup nerds, I'm Tom.
I'm Wes, we're Neverboard Gaming, and today we're taking a look at Aura by Breaking Games. Tom, what did you think about this one?
There is kind of a bias here in this, in that our play style is never really big on abstract games. This is certainly an abstract game, and
Very much an abstract game.
Yeah, and I mean, we usually don't get into these that much, but that's not to say that we don't like them, just like as a rule. I mean, I think that Quirkle is good. I like that clustered game.
Mainframe was good.
I mean, we have enjoyed them before, but I think they have to be, a certain level in order for us to like them. If
Yeah,
that makes
absolutely.
sense.
To be fair, they're trying to create a very entry-level strategy game.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess they did that. There's a tiny bit of strategy, and that the backs of the cards have the color of the card on them. So in their hand, you can see what color the cards they're playing, so you know kind of what to play against them and what to block. So there is strategy in that. It is very easy to explain to teach to people. So I could see this being a game that you see at big chain stores like Target or something. I really don't see FLGS's, brick and mortar game stores carrying this game. But if you're looking for a really easy, basic strategist game to play with a family member, or when you visit your grandparents in a retirement home, this could work for
I
that.
think it was important for you to say when you visit a family member. This game was a little bit too long when it was just me and Wes playing.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh.
I kind of couldn't imagine playing this with, it goes up to 4 people. I couldn't do that. It doesn't hold my attention long enough. And I don't know, maybe that's my issue, but I think it's the fault on the design of the game, in that I am not enthralled enough to want to play the game for any more than, if it was a 10-minute game, it would probably, be better. But I got, bored, disinterested. Each round, everything we do is kind of, sort of the same thing. If you don't know what the game is, it's war. You said it's very intricate war.
Multiple instances of war happening simultaneously, where you pick from a hand, not just the top card of your deck. Mm-hmm. That's basically all it is. And I think you're right that for a company called Neverboard Gaming, I was very bored playing this game.
Not to say that this is a terrible game. I've played games and just thought that they were horrible, bad. This doesn't go to a negative aspect. If we were to say -10 to +10, this is at a flat 1 or 2. Because it's not a negative in that there's thing, with the exception of maybe I think that a lot of the events are overpowered.
Yeah.
You have in your deck, you have all cards of the different colors. Certain colors can trump other colors. The cards are 1 to 8, and then some of the cards are events, and some of those events are super powerful. Just block. You can play one card
block
to block
everything.
Yeah, block all 5 of the other person's cards with just one card. Well, that's basically a I win the round card, isn't it?
There's not a lot of them. It's not like you see events just every single time you play, but there were definitely points where they were just okay.
Mm-hmm. And especially, we're playing all these cards face down. It would feel like there's some mind games in here, right? There's a lot of trickery and a lot of ooh, what did I put here? I'm thinking Netrunner when I do that. Ooh, I'm going to put this card face down. What is it? But there kind of isn't. It's kind of just, I put it down, deal with it. You can't really card count that much. I mean, even though the you can see the different color cards, you can kind of hit the deck a little bit, right? And it moves over, and I can now see the next 5 cards I'm going to draw.
And
Doesn't
even
really matter
when they're
much.
stacked up, you can even kind of see the colors on the side of the deck. I also think that playing 2 to 4 players, adding more players changes the game 0.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because it's not he's it, King of Tokyo, whoever is in Tokyo, everyone's fighting them together and he's fighting everyone at the same time. Multiple players is, I'm the attacking player, and then each player blocks those cards individually. So it's not right now we're on a team against Aaron and we're all trying to block him. It's, Aaron's going, I'm fighting Aaron, and you're fighting Aaron, and his attacks are hitting us both equally. So there's really not any player interaction. It was just, you put your card down, they put their card down, flip, I win.
So I don't want to say that this isn't a bad game per se. It just was a big swing and a miss for us. I mean, component quality is okay, you know?
The cards are nice. They have a subtle linen finish on them. You know, we just straight up rough bridge shuffled them a few times, and they're held up fine. So each player's deck comes in a deck box, which is nice because however many players you want, you just grab that many decks. And if you wanted to travel with it, you know, oh, we're 2 traveling, let's just grab 2 deck boxes. Oh, there's 3 of us, let's grab 3. And yes, this takes up a much smaller footprint than this does. But, so if you're looking for a super light strategist game again, or it could be a game for you.
If anything we were saying through this video sounds interesting to you, you can go ahead and click the purchase link down below and get yourself a copy. I wouldn't, but maybe you will.
And while you're down there, don't forget to subscribe so you'll never be bored. Unless you play this game. This game does look nice on the table. Like,
Does look nice, yeah.
yep.